Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a plan with me in my Hobonichi Weeks for the week of October 1st through the 7th. Now I am doing all of my weekly planning in the Hobonichi Weeks as well as kind of recording what I've done for this for the current week, so that way when I go back to my Erin Condren, I can use the Erin Condren as a memory planner. So let me go ahead and show you what my previous week looked like, because that's last week was the first week that I started doing this, kind of putting everything into the Hobonichi Weeks and using the Erin Condren just as a memory planner. What I have here in front of me is what I plan to use this week. So I am going to be using a Pilot G-Tech C3 in the 0.3 pen tip, and this is just a black gel pen. I actually just purchased this at my local stationery store. And then I'm going to be using these two washi, and these are both washi from the Pink Room Co. And they're actually a set that came together. This is a light blue, like sky blue, and then a very thin white washi. And both of these have gold foiling, and then the blue also has some white like vine floral decorative elements. Alright, so here is my Hobonichi Weeks. Let me go ahead and show you what I have for this previous week. I'm actually using the Foxy Fix as a as my wallet for this week. So here is what my Hobonichi Weeks looks like. As you can see, it's a lot more in depth than previous weeks. Here's just kind of a few other weeks where you can see, like, I don't have a whole lot going on, a whole lot of writing. However, this week it's filled with stuff. So what I was doing was I was writing kind of general work and like workout, like exercise plans and appointments on the left, and then doing a running to-do list on the right. And then I had some kind of extra things I wanted to note here. But because I'm going to be putting everything into this planner, I know I can fit a whole lot more if I eliminate some of these more like larger decorative elements. So this week I'm going to try something different with my weeks, because I feel like this kind of took up a lot of space that could have been better utilized or more effectively utilized in a different way. So here's what I'm planning to do this week. I'm going to actually divide this into 3 sections. So I have been in the past dividing, or I didn't this week. In the past I've been drawing a line down the kind of right side of this left page, and I think I'm going to do that again. And then again, if you're not familiar with the Hobonichi Weeks, I'll just zoom in a little bit so you can see there's these slightly darker spots, and they're all in the same spot. So when you line them up, it creates a straight line. So I'm going to go ahead and use that to create a straight line all the way down the page. So I am actually going to divide this into 3 segments. Okay, so there we go. Those are about 3 boxes. This one looks like it's a tiny bit bigger, but otherwise you have boxes that are more or less the same. Actually, if you were to draw a line, make this kind of a straight edge, then this would be, I think, the same size as the other boxes. It's just because there's no hard black line here, it looks a little bit bigger. Okay, so on the left side, I'm going to still do work and then my exercise training schedule, which I will have to get because I've forgotten to do that. And then in the middle, I'm going to do the YouTube and Instagram. And then here on this side, I'm going to do my running task list of like things I need to do. And then if I need to, I will spill over into this side and maybe into this first like box here. But I think on the rest of this page, I want to do kind of the memory, like what happened this day. So let's see, how do I want to do this? I'm going to go ahead and start with work. So Monday, And if you are new to my channel and my planning, and you're wondering why I keep writing the same work hours, so I do work a job where the hours are regular for the most part. I do teach. I have the opportunity to pick up extra hours in the morning or the afternoon. But for the most part, my hours don't change. So I don't have to write in the work hours, but I like writing in the work hours because I like seeing it there. To me, that it solidifies that this is somewhere that I have to be. I also want to take a look and see what else I have going on this week. My husband does have a doctor's appointment at 4 p.m. I just want to note that so I know where he's at, so I don't bother him during that time, like try to call him or something. We're meeting with a friend at 6:30, and then my hair appointment that I originally had scheduled for this weekend on Saturday got rescheduled to next Saturday. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that hair appointment in. And let's see, the friend was on Wednesday. And then my husband. So I'm really interested to see how this looks at the end of the week because it's very different than my normal kind of planning. Okay, I'm also going to put my exercise schedule, but I'm actually going to do that a little bit later because I have to go back and find my exercise schedule. I didn't write it down, which is kind of my fault, but it just slipped my mind. So this week was really kind of eventful for me. We had some friends that unexpectedly came to visit, and they're in our house right now, which means which is totally fine, but we're actually letting them take over the house, and we are spending time at our in-laws' place, or as in my in-laws' place, my husband's parents, because they live very close to us, and that just means that I'm not in my, I'm in my house right now, but I'm not sleeping in my house. So I had to kind of take stuff with me, and plans got shifted around. It's been interesting. Things have been a little bit busy and hectic trying to get used to shifting around where we're sleeping. So, all right, here is the washi. So I thought for the washi that I would put down the blue and then layer the thin white strip on top. I thought that would be really pretty. And then on the top, I'll put the white again. So like I said, I got this washi from the Pink Room Co. and I just really love, I really got it, the blue is pretty, but I really got it for the white washi because this thin white washi with gold, it's just really, really pretty and delicate. And I like the blue washi that goes with it. And I know that you can get this sort of washi at Michael's, but sometimes you can only find it in the big washi tubes, and I don't want all the washi, I just want this thinner washi. So I didn't quite make it to the end here, but because this is a white washi, it basically blends into the background and you can't really tell. So, all right, so that is what my planner is gonna look like this week. So very kind of understated. I wanna basically give myself as much space as possible to write in what I need to. All right, so I'm going to go check what my exercise schedule is. I'm gonna be right back. Okay, I'm back. So I looked at my running schedule and I was starting to write it down, and then I realized that I don't want to write it down in ink on the actual paper just yet, and here's why. So I use the Nike Running Club app There's a part on there where it'll actually like coach you through a training program. So you put in like what sort of race you're going to run, how far in advance it is, and then it'll give you this training plan. That's the training plan that I've been using. But what I found is that the training plans runs from a Monday to a Sunday, which is great. That's fine. I also work from a Monday to Sunday. However, it also like adjusts depending on how many miles you've run, depending on your time and all of that, or at least it says it does. So what I found is that there have been some days where I've looked at it on Sunday and it's given me a certain schedule for the following week, but then I've looked at it the next day on Monday and the schedule has changed on me. And it's done that a few times, enough that I don't want to actually write in ink on the Hobonichi paper just yet, so I'm going to use these Post-it notes. This is to give me an idea of what I'm doing and when, and then I can always actually change it and then write it in ink tomorrow, because on Monday the schedule will update, but it won't update after Monday, if that makes any sense at all. And I'm sorry if it doesn't. It makes sense in my mind. So as of right now, as of today, Sunday, I have a speed workout tomorrow, and it's 5 times 1,000 meters. And then on Tuesday, I have a recovery run of 4 3/4 miles. Wednesday, I have another speed run. I hate speed runs. I mean, I know speed runs, if you're a runner or if you're not a runner, speed runs are to help you, like, with speed, like decreasing your pace. But I hate them, because you're supposed to go faster, and I don't like going faster. All right, Friday I have a Nike training club workout. I forgot to look and see what it was. In the past it's been yoga. I'm just gonna assume that's probably yoga as well. And then Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday are all free days. One thing about the Nike Run app is that you can kind of rearrange things. So if, for example, I get really busy on Tuesday and Wednesday, then I can move things around and kind of switch things around. So like Wednesday, I have that friend Iggy coming over. I might have to move the speed run to like Thursday or a different day. So anyway, that's what my schedule looks like right now. These little sticky notes, by the way, are from Muji. They come in a 4-pack. It's this like bright yellow neon color, a more kind of traditional like Post-it note yellow or sticky note yellow. There's an orange and then a white version. And they come, I think they're supposed to be tabs, like the sticky side is on this part, the larger part. I think they're supposed to be little tabs like this that you can kind of use on the side. But I've found that these are actually really great in the Hobonichi Weeks because everything's a little bit smaller and this fits that size better. And it's like, I mean, it covers up the entire window or the entire box in the monthly calendar, but it fits perfectly. Like it doesn't go in, it doesn't overlap the box at all. So that's great. And then if you have the larger A5 Hobonichi, the Hobonichi cousin, this fits like perfectly in the A5 size. So I really like these little Post-it notes for jotting down things that you need to note in your Hobonichi, but you don't want to use like one of those like standard size Post-it notes because, or like sticky notes, because they're just going to take up the entire page. So, all right, I said in this column I'm going to do YouTube and Instagram. So YouTube is going to be the plan with me. I think on Tuesday I'm going to try and upload the memory plan with me. And then I might try to upload something on YouTube on Friday, maybe my October TBR. All right, so I think that's what I have. I'm not going to write anything on this side. So one thing that, because this kind of layout is new to me, I know that having these extra like stickers take up a lot of space, so I'm not going to use them, but I just want to leave this space clean so that way I can fill in and use it as I need to. So this is going to be my like planning and layout for this week in my Hobonichi Weeks, what I will do in next week's Plan With Me, I will actually show you this week completed so you can see what it looks like, and I'll tell you and let you know if it was effective and if it worked for me or not, and then I'll make any changes as I need to. So that's what I wanted to show you for this week in the Hobonichi Weeks. I hope that you enjoyed watching this and found it interesting. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you're interested in seeing more Hobonichi and more planning videos. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the comments and in the next video. Bye!